Right, the next rig in the series, basic single hook flapper. Start off with a swivel and your rig body, which is going to be the same strength as your shock leader. This I've got is £50 rig body. They reckon £10 for every ounce casting with leaders. I don't see that anybody's going to cast a 6-ounce lead and bust £50 leader. It'll probably be difficult to bust £20 leader the way I cast, but never mind. Good safety margins, you reckon £10 per ounce. Your body wants to be about 1 metre long, something like that. Doesn't have to be massive. Now onto that you will put a crimp. That's a little brass sleeve. You buy them in packets, cost you about £1 odd for a load. Put a bead on. I always keep the bead size as small as possible when I'm doing this. Just makes it much tidier. You then want a small swivel. Bear in mind you're only going to be using £15 or £20 hook link, and you don't need a massive swivel because the line will break long before the swivel does. Put another bead on and another crimp. And onto that you want to put whatever you're going to tie the lead to. Now this one, you can see that has got a little hook on it. I'll show you the reason for that later. Tie that on. Pull the knot up. Nice and firm. Remember you're putting your lead on that. Now you come to putting the actual snood or the hook length on. I'm using £15 amnesia. I don't use anything around here you won't catch on 15. The benefit of £15 and a bit of amnesia is it doesn't remain by all the coils, so when it hits your main body it won't tangle. People say my rigs always tangle. Well, if you use an ordinary line they will do, because it retains the coils in the line, touches the body of the rig, wraps itself round, and you end up with a right mess. Tie the knot, pull it up, and trim it off as close as you can. Now the length of this, the rule is that when you set this on the rig, the length of the snood should be less than the position you set it on the rig body to the top swivel. So if I'm going to set the snood that far down the rig, the snood wants to be less than that length to the top. So if I'm going to set it at that point, maximum length of that snood wants to be that far. It's off, select your hook. Keep saying don't go too bonkers on hook sizes. Tie your hook on. Now, you can simply squeeze the crimps up so we'll hold the snood in that position so it's shorter than the distance back to the swivel where you're connecting it to your lead, where you connect it to your main line. Swivel goes to there, so it's shorter than that. But the other thing you can do is to make this as either a flapper or a clip down by simply hooking the hook under the little clip on the end of there. Now when you actually now fix the snood, set the snood by crimping it so it will stay at that point by just tightening that crimp up there. Slide this one down. That's no holes there. Slide the other crimp down. That holds the snood in place. That goes to melee. You now have what's called a clip down rig. Now the theory is that when you normally cast, the lead flies out that way, the bait flies back this way, not very aerodynamic. If you put the bait on there, clip it under that edge of the lead, that all flies out nice and straight with the bait tucked in behind the lead, hits the water, does that, gives you a bit of extra distance. Simple single hook flapper or clip down. And again, when you finish making it, take one of these foam sponges, wrap it round, up all the line round, push that into the foam sponge. Job done, neat and tidy, won't tangle.